Peace. Grand Rising. Good morning. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're feeling amazing as we delve into day 38. Wow, this thing is moving along, man. This thing is really, really moving along. I want to take time to thank you, those who tune in when it debuts at 7, and those who get to it later, those who have their journals, those who have made self-discoveries, Because this, you have to sit with yourself a lot. And we don't do that as much as we used to. Sit with self and reflect on all the things, that are amazing and that we are going through. And so I'm thankful for that. I hope this has been well worth you purchasing a journal and more than that, spending your time. Because your time is sacred to you and it's important to you. And that's going to segue into this affirmation or this mission for day 38. And today's mission, affirmation, charge, whatever you want to call it, fear of death, fear of life. I'm going to say that again. Fear of death, fear of life. Sometimes living feels scarier than dying. All right? You're living in a state of fear, not knowing what the next day will bring, not knowing what tomorrow brings, living in the past or living in the future. They say living in the past, you're dealing with depression. Living in the future, you're dealing with anxiety, right? So being in the present of every moment and enjoying every single moment, it sounds easy and it sounds guru-ish, you know what I'm saying? But there is a truth to that because the past cannot be changed except on a quantum level, a true metaphysical level, and going back and reliving something and changing the past, which will affect the future. But that's on a quantum level. You got to understand occultism and magic of the mind, time and space to access those realms. And those who are not ready to take those kind of leaps, I don't want to confuse you with that. All right? Do you fear death or life more? And why? Which one do you fear more? Death, because it's over, or life because of the challenges that are currently being faced? And then how many of us are truly living? You could be alive per se, but not truly living. Going to work every day, coming home, paying bills, sleeping, eating, sleeping, going back to work. Is that living or is that surviving, so to speak? And because no one that I know, maybe you have, has died and returned, it's a level of uncertainty that is involved with that. I know certain religions say, you're going to get 40 virgins when you cross over into paradise, or, the Christian faith, what you don't get here on earth is going to be, in another realm when you get to the heavens pearly gates. But no one has returned and said, bro, I can't wait to die because I've been there. And now we've had people who have had what they call near-death experiences, and some have spoke of euphoric feelings or being able to be in a bunch of places at once. Of course, their life flashing in front of them. I've had what I assume was a near-death experience after fasting for 9 days and then eating a bunch of sugary foods like oranges. I ate a whole bunch of fruit at one time, and it spiked my sugar so fast that I fell out. Mom and Dad had to catch me. We were in the middle of the street, and it was chaos, and I could literally feel my astral body leaving the physical body. And it was a beautiful, I don't know how long it was, because time and space don't exist within that time. But I was moving towards something beautiful, and then I snapped back into my body, and it was chaos on a New York street. And so that was my experience. I don't necessarily know if you've ever had that. Your hero's note: I choose to live fully without fear. All right? Death reminds us that time is sacred. We take time for granted. And, we always think we have more time, especially when someone who's young transitions and we didn't see it coming, or, somebody leaves abruptly, and we always think we have more time. So we don't tell these people we love them. We don't really engage a lot the way we should, right? But this only proves that time is sacred. But sometimes it's not dying that terrifies us. It's living with our hearts wide open. Living with your heart, being able to embrace all that is a terrifying thing, because we always guard our hearts. Our hearts to us is sacred. It's the one thing that if we are allowed to be vulnerable or transparent with, we are expecting great returns on. And when we don't get that, we close down, we shut down, and a lot of times we are never the same. Today, sit with both fears. Sit with the fear of living and the fear of death. What would it look like to live as though each breath mattered? And I tell y'all all the time, once I was diagnosed with chronic kidney failure, I began to live a lot different. Every breath mattered. Every laugh mattered. The trees mattered. The wind mattered. Telling the people you love them matters. Squashing beef matters. Showing up when I physically can make it places mattered. It all began to matter because I just don't know. I just don't know when that time comes when, I'll transition. And here's the thing, we all will transition. So this is not a thing where you can maneuver your way out of it. It's going to happen. If you drink green juice or you eat pork chops, it's going to happen. All right? That's what we need to know. To love as though it's safe to be seen. All right? And so you want to love and know that it's safe to be seen within them spaces to love. All right? And that's all a part of living, right? We're talking the fear of death or the fear of life. That's courage. The willingness to live fully despite impermanence. Impermanence. I don't even know how to pronounce that word that I have written down here. So we will bypass that. Impermanence or impermanence. I have to look that up myself. All right? To live fully is to honor the miracle of still being here. All right? To love fully is to honor the miracle of still being here. So every day I wake up, I go, wow, I'm still here. Being born again, that's the real term of being born again, right? The real term of being born again is when you go to the so-called underworld and you return, you have an opportunity to be better than you was the day before. You can start that fast today. You can start hitting the gym today, right? It's a renewing of these particular things, and you have the power to do so. Which scares you more, the idea of dying or the vulnerability of truly living? The fear of dying or the vulnerability of truly living. Because truly living is going to put you in a space to absorb it all. Non-judgmental, that's another thing. You know, the observer is the one who's just non-judgmental, just seeing it for what it is, appreciating people for who they are and where they are, and not projecting them into other spaces which make you comfortable. How has loss or trauma shaped your relationships with mortality? We've all lost somebody we love dearly, right? And how has that shaped you about your perception of mortality? Because this, you know, the physical is mortality. We know the soul lives forever, but a lot of us, we get attached here in this third dimensional paradigm, and we think this is all there is, and we don't want, we cling to this very experience. But how has loss or trauma shaped that? What does living fully look like for you now? All right? How much have you been able to shed that old body, that old essence of yourself, and reinvigorate your auric field with new thoughts and new visions and new heart vibrations, right? All right? To live fully is to risk feeling everything, but that's where the beauty hides. You are meant to live, not merely exist. I'm gonna say that again. To live fully is to risk feeling everything, but that's where the beauty hides. You are meant to live, not merely exist, right? So when you feel everything, it's like, oh, you feel the pain, the sorrow, the guilt, the pleasure, the honesty. You feel it all. You're in your moment. That's a great moment to be in, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it, but I'm going to embrace it as we move forward. So as always, be thankful. What are you thankful for today? Who are you going to allow grace today? Pick somebody special, right? And allow grace for them. As always, live, learn, laugh, love. I love you, and I truly hope you love yourself. Peace. I can't wait till tomorrow's affirmation is a goodie. Oh yeah. Peace.